Y'all see it. Y'all see it. If you don't know, y'all, it's your Healthy Habits and Lifestyle Coach, Jovonnie, host of the Empire Plates, Empire Lives podcast. And it's time to get to juicing, y'all. I am so excited about this juice prep because I'm actually live on 3 different platforms right now. So I'm excited. But if you're tired, you're bloated, or you're feeling inflamed, maybe you are coming from a cold, some sinus issues, y'all. Today's juice prep will support it all. Your hormones, your digestion, your energy, your sinus, the germs, your immunity. So we about to get into it. So we making apple ginger juice. Then we're going to do some carrot pineapple juice. And then we might just do some pineapple and ginger. What up? 601K Sip. What up? What up? Light up the screen. Light up the screen when y'all come in. Let me know where y'all tuning in from. And if juice is a vibe or not a vibe. Is juice a vibe or not a vibe? Is juice a vibe or not a vibe? Is juice a vibe or not a vibe? All right, y'all. So we about to get into it. I'm going to start off with I'm going to go with the apples first. And then I'm going to come in with the carrots and the pineapple. And then I might just do pineapple and ginger. But light up the screen, TTUYT. What up? What up, YT? What up, Facebook? Y'all, if you are not subscribed, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. And if you're new here, y'all, my name is Jovonnie, and it took a 4-hour surgery for me to realize that my pain was not random. And now I'm helping other women identify and heal naturally those shifts that might be fueling their inflammation. I got 15 hidden lifestyle disruptors that I actually realized that I didn't know anything about them, causing the things that I normalized. And so that was the low back pain, the irregular periods. These some big, thick apples, y'all. These some big, thick apples. They're the organic Gala apples. I got 2 5-pound bags, so they're 10 pounds. All right, 10 pounds of apples total. I thought about this when I was scrubbing these carrots, and I was like, you know what? I don't know if it's cheaper to buy from Sam's or it's cheaper to go to the farmer's market. So I'm not quite sure. What up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? Light up the screen. Thank you for coming to juice with me. Thanks for coming to juice with me. So things that I normalized was irregular periods, low back pain, painful bowel movement pain when my cycle would be on, unwanted facial hair that I thought was just something that ran in my family because I saw other women in my family with it, my aunts, my mom, my grandma. Did not realize that that was a sign of hormonal imbalance, something happening with the hormones. And so that was something different for me as I continued to go on this journey. Because after that 4-hour surgery, I was diagnosed with stage 4 endometriosis, adenomyosis, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and they found 2 small fibroids at the time of my surgery. What up, Crystal? What a K601. So we are starting off with the apple ginger juice. I did not get any limes. I forgot the limes. I forgot the limes. So I forgot the limes, y'all, but I got the apples. So I'm doing apple and ginger, and then I'm doing carrots, pineapple, ginger. And then I'm just probably going to do some pineapple and just ginger because I want to build up my immune system. So let's go with it. We're going to see how it goes. We're going to see how many jars I get. We'll see how many jars I get. But yeah, I really wanted y'all to take Take a inventory of what your daily habits may be that could be fueling your pain. All right, that could be fueling your pain or your lack of energy, your fatigue, always being tired, because that's just not how life should be. All right, Thrivers, that's just not how life should be. Yummy carrots and pineapple juice. Yes, Crystal with a K. 601. It's actually pineapple and carrot ginger is actually one of my clients' favorite juice combos. Really good with the pineapple. The pineapple with that bromelain. Bromelain is so powerful. It helps with scar tissue. It helps with breathing better. So if you know somebody who's having a hard time breathing, it helps with that as well. Helps with the pain. So carrot pineapple is definitely a good one when you're on your menstrual cycle and you're experiencing pain. Carrot pineapple is good if you have a little cold and you want to breathe a little bit better. That's a good combo as well. I like a good fruit and veggie combo. I think it pairs very well together. But then I also like simplifying juices and just probably doing one ingredient. And so that's always a vibe for me. What's up? If you're joining in, tap the screen, light it up, and let me know. Let me know if juice is a vibe for you or not. Are you into juicing or are you more of a smoothie person? Are you into juicing or smoothie? Talk to me. Juice or smoothie? Juice or smoothie? Talk to me. Talk to me. Juice or smoothie? We got our first batch of apples coming through. You don't have to strain. I typically just strain because I'm not much of a pulp person. Like even when I used to buy store-bought juice, or when my family bought store-bought juice, I was never a pulp person. So I always strain mine. But because it's apples, I'm okay with if I get a little apple pulp in my juice. So I'm okay with that. But let me know in the comments, y'all. Are y'all a juice person or a smoothie person? Talk to me. Talk to me. Pulp me up. It's okay. I got you. I am not with it. Hey, let's juice it up. Snacking. Love juicing and smoothie. Smoothie cleanup is easier though. Smoothie cleanup is easier, but also smoothie prep is a lot faster and quicker too. So not only just the easy on the cleanup, smoothies are quick and fast. And if you want to feel full and you're getting both the insoluble and the water soluble fibers, like that's really good for you. So if you want to feel full, you want to get like a whole meal replacement, then a smoothie is definitely the vibe. It's a whole vibe. So I just want to know, which one are y'all, smoothie or juice? I definitely like juice. I have an issue sometimes with staying fully hydrated. I'm not one to go with like water. So I'm not a huge water person at all. So juices really help me with hydration. They also help me with getting in my nutrients. So if you're someone who also has a hard time, like even getting an appetite for a very long time, it was about a few years. I'm going to say at least 2 years. I didn't really have an appetite. Like I just didn't have an appetite for food. I would have to force myself to eat or do something to give me an appetite boost. Like it just wasn't a thing for me. I really just did not have an appetite. And so that is something that I struggled with. And so juicing or having a smoothie, if you're someone who doesn't always feel hungry or ready to eat, that is something that you can actually do. You can actually just juice or sip on a smoothie throughout the day, and you're getting in some of the nutrients your body needs. All right, the nutrients your body needs. And especially if you're going with fruits and vegetables, that can provide you with relief, provide you from pain, pelvic pain, can provide you with energy, things that you might be deficient in or lacking. So it's all boiled down to it. And I'm somebody who's going to actually be, this looks like a good bit of ginger, y'all, for only 2 packs. I don't know. Should we go with it? I think we should just go for it since we're going for the immunity boost. Let's just go for it. Why the heck not, y'all? If you're on the TT, make sure you light up the screen. Let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're a juice or smoothie person, we are on juice number 1, batch juice prepping with the number J2. Just apple and ginger juice. Then we're going to get into the carrot and pineapple. And then we're going to also do probably just some pineapple and ginger. Excuse the cameo. That's just my brother. That's just my bro passing through. So let me see what y'all saying. Love juicing and smooth peanut. Yep, prep is much faster. It is. Way to light the screen. I appreciate y'all over there lighting it up. Y'all let me know though. Where y'all at with it? Are y'all juice prepping or getting smoothies in this week? Let me know. Let me know. Are you getting in juice or smoothies this week as a part of your meal prep or your vibes? And it's okay if you use store-bought juice as well. Like, get some really good organic juice that's really juice, because there's other things that happens in your juice container. So if you don't make your own juice, there's other additives and ingredients that people use. So make sure you get in your juice, watching the ingredients that's in your juice to make sure you only get juice, because that is what's necessary. All right, that's the vibe that you should be going for. It's just juice. That's all it is. It's just juice. I don't even know if that's a brand, but it should be just juice. Let's see. I'm getting in both this week. Let's go. Let me know, what type of smoothies are you getting in? What type of smoothies are you getting in? Smoothies sometime this week. Okay. Let me know what type of smoothies y'all are doing. What I also got from Sam's was I got a lot of yellow mangoes. So I got all of these yellow mangoes. So I'm going to definitely be putting them in a smoothie. Sometimes with the mangoes, I just like to add that with some either coconut water or filtered water and or natural spring water, and I'll put some cinnamon in it, and that's what that'll be my smoothie. But I do have some tropical fruit, so peach, pineapple, mango, frozen, and strawberries. I'm gonna add that with some greens. So I have some salad mix that I did not use last week, so I'm gonna put that into my smoothies as well. That's what I'm gonna put in my smoothie, and so that is gonna be my smoothie vibe in addition to my juice vibe. I might even eat the mango as a snack, or if I want something sweet, if I just want to chew on something, because I am definitely coming off a slight cold of some sort, and so I really want to boost my immune system. That's why I'm doing a good bit of ginger, going with the apples, definitely going with the pineapple to help clear out the mucus, to help the lungs do what it do. Y'all see this? Look at that. Ooh, ooh. That's the last of the apples, y'all. It was 10 pounds of apples. I did not count how many apples it was. If you are on TT and you want to know how many apples I just dropped into this recipe, and I did show you I feel like it was finger length of ginger. Check out YT. Same name on all platforms. That live stream, you can go back and replay it. You won't be able to replay it on TT, but you will be able to replay it on YT. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. Again, every week there's an episode, Empire Plates, Empire Live podcast episode, just to remind you that your body is not broken. It is speaking. All right. And there are things you can do naturally, holistically, to help you feel better. All right. And so there's different conversations, different experts, different people sharing their journey, just wanting to empower you that there's other ways that you can heal. And it's not in a prescription or supplement or in a surgery. And I did excision laparoscopic surgery because they suspected endometriosis, and I need to know what was really going on in my body. So tell me, going in and show me what's really happening. And that's when I started being more intentional about healing from the inside out, because I thought I was healthy. I had 2 health degrees. I thought I ate pretty good. By that time, I was pescatarian, so I was cutting out most sources of meat. I thought I was being mindful. I was moving around with my job all the time. Every now and then, if there's a group on for a HIIT workout or some type of boot camp, I was joining and getting in and making sure I found somebody that could go with me to hold me accountable. Yeah, I thought I was good, and I was not. When I tell you that endometriosis was on several different organ systems, it was covering my rectum, my appendix, on my bowels. My fallopian tubes were stuck together. I had a large cyst on my right ovary that had ruptured, that even caused me to even go into the ER to start this whole journey of trying to figure out what was happening inside of my body, because the pain was not random. I thought it was, but it was not. So y'all, your pain is not normal. Just want to make sure you know that pain is not normal. Drop it in the comments. Pain is not normal. I need to see that in the comments. I want you to make sure you know. I want to make sure you know that pain is not normal. All right, y'all. So we did one juice. Let me look at the time. That was 15 minutes. 15 minutes on juice number one. So even though smoothies do take a short amount of time, we just batch juice prep some apple ginger juice. Let's see how many jars we get. These are 24-ounce jars. And I just ordered these jars from, you can order them from Amy. You can get them from a grocery store. I remember one time I went home this summer and I juiced some watermelon. And I went and I needed to get more jars. And they had them in, I want to say it was Food Line. I got a whole box there too, so I could bring me some back. All right, y'all, 10 pounds of apples. I typically do 15 pounds, but I knew I was getting in other juice recipes. So here we go. Make sure y'all can see past the carrots. We have 4 jars. So if you were doing this all by yourself, drinking it, and it's over the limit, that's pretty much juice for the whole week. Juice for the whole week. Juice for the whole week. 1 jar of juice for the whole week. All right, 1 jar of juice for the whole week. Then on Friday, you can get you a smoothie. There you go. There you go. Now you got a good way to start your day to help you reduce pain, get your energy up, and get in the nutrients and the hydration. So I just want y'all to know. Just want y'all to know. And that was 15 minutes. Yes, longer than smoothie, but not longer than it takes forever. Okay. And in the Nama J2, it is definitely an easy juicer to clean. Doesn't take long at all to take apart. So it is very simple to clean. So I think I timed myself one day and it was like 15 minutes of juicing and then maybe 10 minutes to have the whole kitchen clean afterwards. And so I was like, okay, we got 25 minutes to do what we need to do. We got 25 minutes to do what we need to do. You saw Spencer? He must have passed the threshold over here. He can't get any apples, Sports Sense. He can't get any apples, and he knows the sound of the juicer, and he knows the sound of cutting fresh fruit and vegetables. So he heard it, but he won't be able to get in it because his stomach hasn't been ideal. It hasn't been ideal for him. So he is on a bland diet. He's on a bland diet, Sports Sense. So he's probably waiting for me to talk him a little something from the kitchen, and he won't. Y'all, TT, light up the screen for me, please. Light up the screen for me. Let me know if you're a juice or smoothie person. I love juice. It helps me keep me hydrated and gives me great energy. More energy than my high school and middle school students. So it's definitely a vibe. All right. Pain is not normal. I see it in the comments. Thank you. Pain is not normal. 601. K-Sip. You can download your live and clips on here. What? I had no idea. You got to teach me that part. All right, y'all. So here we go. We got 4. We're done. Again, if this was just you and you just wanted to juice, get your juice on. All right. Batch juice prep. All you had to do was do these 4. If you had 5, it would have been 1 a day. Awesome. But guess what? You can make you a quick smoothie. Make you a quick smoothie for day 5 and you got this. All right, you got this. So let's move these out the way. And let's get these carrots on and chopping, and pineapples. We're on the juice number 2. Drop 2 in the comments, y'all. Drop juice 2 in the comments, and let's get this thing on and popping. On popping, baby. I appreciate y'all being here with me. This is what I was like, you know what? To keep this rhythm flowing on the heel vibes, I gotta let my people hold me accountable. So I have really enjoyed coming on live. On YT, I have a whole playlist of me going live with juice prep. Juicing is one of my favorite wellness tools. All right. It's not the only wellness tool, but it is one of my absolute favorite wellness tools. It just makes me feel better. My period's regulated. Once I started juicing, I think it was January of 2023, late January, me and my mom used to call it juice with the Fords. It was a whole vibe. My mom was going through menopause changes. My granddaddy was going through some health changes, and she was doing a lot of research and watching a lot of YouTube videos. And we had already saw juicing happening in different documentaries, but I was like, let me get this juicer. I did some research. I was like, yeah, I'm vibing with the Nama J2. Got the Nama J2, ordered items from Amy to pull up to the house so we can get started. We got started. When we got started, y'all, I was pescatarian at the time. I called it Peskegan. I don't know about you. You put your own names on it. It's your healing journey. You own it. You call it what you want to call it. But I called it Peskegan because I still ate salmon, tuna steaks, or tuna, had pasta, tuna salad, and stuff like that. But I had already given up the dairy. I had to take the dairy out. And so by the time I started juicing, I was Peskegan. And it took me years to get there, y'all. It took me years to get there. But it was that diagnosis, stage 4 endometriosis, adenomyosis, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and fibroids, that 4-hour surgery that said, hey, all of this stuff is happening in your body, from fallopian tubes being stuck together, having to have reconstruction on that, a large cyst ruptured while I'm driving, caused debilitating pain, almost ran into an 18-wheeler. That's what started the whole journey for me, really trying to figure out what is going on. Y'all hadn't even heard of endometriosis before, never heard of adenomyosis before, heard of fibroids, never heard of polycystic ovarian syndrome, the unwanted facial hair. Like, I've been dealing with that since high school. And so I was just like, what is happening? What's going on? So once I had that surgery and it told me everything of what was happening in my body, and I realized that inflammation, deep-rooted inflammation, was popping off, I was like, inflammation? What is this? One of my sorority sisters told me that diet could help. And that's when I started getting more intentional. So it was by personal choice to, go pescatarian or whatever. And then I just didn't want to go back to chicken, beef, any kind of meat outside of seafood. And they said you'll feel sick. And I'm never somebody who wants to feel sick. So I was just like, I'll be all right. I done had chicken most of my life, beef most of my life, turkey, pork, all of those things, my whole life. I've had it. I'm okay. We're doing something different. Y'all, when I started juicing and I went plant-based, my periods got regular. They started to feel better. My painful bowel movements went away. I shifted. I won't say just like gone, because I'm not going to sit up here and say, oh my God, I was all the way healed. Nothing ever happened to me. That's not it. What I'm saying is there's some things in your lifestyle, some habits that you're doing that's fueling the pain, that's making you continuously feel tired. It's a lot of it in our habits. There are things we're fueling the inflammation in our life. Dairy. Y'all put dairy in the comments if you somebody who love you some cheese. Oh, put dairy in the comments if you are somebody who love you some cheese. Man, oh man, it was the cheese and the eggs for me. Cheese and the eggs for me. But when I started realizing and doing research and looking into insights that said what eggs were doing to feed fibroids, and I only had 2 small fibroids. And I know some people, I had sorority sisters, line sisters, that had large fibroids, like huge fibroids, causing issues. And I was just like, oh goodness. I had friends from high school dealing with fibroids and stuff, and I was realizing how much dairy and eggs had an issue. I told this to one of my clients, y'all. And I'm somebody who I like to just give people the information, which is why I started the Empire Place, Empire Lives podcast. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, if you like podcasts, make sure you go and follow the Empowered Place, Empire Lives podcast. Check out the conversation. I wanted to hear how other people were healing. What did their journey look like? What were their symptoms? What did it do for them? And so it's just really been a place that I've been learning a lot from, and I wanted to document it. But y'all, dairy and eggs were fueling PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, fueling issues with fibroids for me and in my body. I'm talking about me and my body. And then I'm also talking about one of my clients. When she used to eat dairy, cheese with every single meal. She was already vegetarian, y'all. She had already stopped with the meat because the meat was making her body feel a certain kind of way. I talked to her about the eggs, the dairy. She did her own research. We came up with a little plan, started going through alternatives, things, meals, stuff that she can swap out. Because it's not about just stop eating what you normally eat, y'all. Because most of the stuff you eat, not all bad. Like, let's be real, let's be honest. Most of the things that you eat isn't all bad, all right? Like, it's not. So it's all about finding the stuff that is good for you and good to you. But dairy was one of those things, man. I tell you. What are you creating? Good evening. Well, we did apple lime ginger juice. Well, apple ginger juice. I forgot the lime. So we did apple ginger juice. Not 4 jars. So the batch prepping that. Now we're about to do carrot, pineapple. And the carrots are falling all on the computer, y'all. These carrot bricks. These carrot bricks. So we are on juice number 2. We're on juice number 2. Juice number 2. So I'm batch juice prepping juice right now. I will have smoothies as well this week. So I'm gonna do juices and smoothies. I am kind of knocking out the rest of these cold symptoms. And I was just really talking about how dairy was a huge thing for me and my clients, and we saw a lot of shifts happening. She used to bleed from 14 to 21 days. It got down to 5 days. Heavy period pain, just a lot. And dairy was a huge shift to that, but also movement, getting in, walking, holding her accountable for walking, and that type of movement, deep breathing. She was someone who just woke up and just started the day, just straight out the bed, the alarm clock going. It was a lot. And when your body stays in fight or flight mode, which is typically inflammation, it's going to cause more havoc in your body. And so the whole point is to find a rhythm that's really good for you when you identify those habits that you're having that's causing the pain, the bloating, the fatigue, all right, the low vibrational energy, keeping you in toxic places, lack of boundaries, not getting in the proper rest. Welcome, TT. It's my first juice prep live on TT. So y'all, I did 5 pounds of carrots. So it's another bag. Again, I told you I was thinking about this while I was scrubbing the carrots. I wonder if it's cheaper at the farmer's market for the produce or Sam's. I'm not quite sure which one would be cheaper. So I thought about it because you can get a lot of things at Sam's. So I got 5-pound bags of apples, the organic Gala apples. I got 2 bags of those today. And then I got a 5-pound bag of carrots. And then I think I got 4 pineapple. And as you can see, I got a lot more juice out of my apples than I did the carrots. So that's another thing when it comes to juicing, y'all. You want to make sure you choose produce that's going to yield a good bit of juice for your money. All right. And me and my mama, we've gone through it. We've had so many different concoctions and juice recipes and adding so many different things. And then we wasn't getting a lot of juice from it. Like, it was this nice tropical, great, juice with celery, pears, pineapples, just adding all the things into our juice. And then we didn't have but so much juice for us to have. And so that was something that we went into. Can we get the juicer a little more in the frame? I love seeing the fruit and vegetables transform. Let me see. if that works for you. Let's see. Let me know if that works for you. Or maybe I can pull it closer. There we go. You're welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. Trying to make sure we good over here. Y'all, tell me where y'all tuning in from. This is my first TT live. Let me know if y'all enjoying the juice prep vibes. I appreciate y'all being here and holding me accountable for the juice. Okay. So we're getting ready to get in to the first pineapple. We're getting ready to get into the first pineapple after I get us a little ginger to get this thing started. So hopefully the pineapple does us right. And it's nice and sweet. Not quite sure though. Sometimes that's a hit or a hit or miss. But like I was telling y'all, I'm not quite sure if it's the farmer's market vibe or, oh, this is a lot of ginger. Let's just go half. So we're just gonna go this much. All right, y'all. We're gonna go this much of ginger. That's how we're gonna do. That's how we're gonna do. We don't want to make it too bad, but I absolutely love ginger. Ginger is really great for anti-inflammatory, good for pain as well. Don't get our pineapple rinsed out. So as you could see, we did not have a lot of juice from the carrots. We're probably going to get a whole lot more from the pineapple. A whole lot more from the pineapple. Remember, we are on juice number 2, batch juice prep number 2. The 10 pounds of apples yielded us 4 jars. I think they are 28-ounce jars. I think it's 28-ounce jars. 4 times 28. Do the math. Drop it in there. That's how much juice we were able to make in 15 minutes. And the thing about for my PCOS posse, my adenomyosis thrivers, my endometriosis conquerors, this pineapple is great for scar tissue. It's great for pain. And if you're dealing with cold symptoms and you're having a hard time with breathing, it's also really good for your lungs and helping clear your lungs out. All right. I don't want to do too much with trying to educate y'all on the nutrients, but I like to let you know what you're getting from it, because sometimes that's what I've seen for my clients. It helps people shift their mindset about choosing it more often and getting it in. All right. But let me know, y'all, what's your favorite fruit? What's your favorite fruit? We're dropping pineapple in here. Let me know, what's your favorite fruit? What's your favorite fruit? Do you use the pulp for anything? I tried using the pulp before, like trying to dry it out and use it as a little seasoning some sort. But after a while, it just wasn't doing what it was doing. I even tried it when I did a mono fruit fast. I did just apples, and I tried drying out the apple pulp, and it wasn't a vibe. The applesauce was, but it wasn't a vibe. So I was like, not happening. But I've seen so many people do different things with the pulp. I really want to, at the school that I work at, we're supposed to have like a garden. And so I really wanted to be able to give them the pulp, all of the stuff. My brother used to use it for his compost. So I used to do it for his compost for all of the stuff that he was using it, and he doesn't use it anymore. So that was a really good question. Do I use the pulp for anything? At this moment, no, I do not. From the Mississippi. Okay. Mississippi. Apples. All right. Come on through with the apples. Apples. I see apples is a favorite fruit. Plums and grapes most times. Pineapples are about too. I love apples. I love apples when it's watermelon season. I love watermelon as well. All right, y'all, here we go with pineapple number 2. And they're not that yellow, so they're not looking as ripe. So I don't know how sweet the pineapple juice is going to be, but we doing the doggone thing. Y'all light up the screen for me. I appreciate y'all coming to juice prep with me on the TT. First time juice prepping on the TT. To my YT subscribers, I appreciate y'all for always being with me. My Thriver community. Appreciate it. FB, what's up? Make sure you subscribe to the YT. Same name on all social media channels. Y'all can thank IG for locking me out, blocking me. So now I'm over here doing a little something, trying to figure out the TT community. See if y'all gonna vibe with me. I want to show y'all something. I showed, we went through it. It was Friday night. We went through it Friday night, and I have a 15 hidden habits, daily routine, lifestyle disruptors that could be fueling your pain. And it came from food to environment to mental and emotional, all these different types of habits that we probably haven't considered that's causing us to stay in the pain that we're in. And I see a lot of people. I see a lot of my PCOS posse, my adenomyosis thrivers, my endometriosis conquerors talk about, I've tried the anti-inflammatory diet and it didn't work for me. It's a lifestyle. So it's more than just food. And I feel like a lot of times that's where we're missing the mark when we're on our healing journey and we want to get out of the pain. We want to get out of the fatigue rut. And it's really in the lifestyle, your mindset, your relationships with food, the relationships with yourself, your thoughts, what you're thinking about, negative self-talk, sleep, rest, toxins, things in your products, the stuff you're putting on your body, the stuff that you're using every single day. Like it's a whole lifestyle thing, from what you're doing, what you're seeing, what you're thinking, to eating, to feeling. Like it's such a bigger scope than it is just your diet. And I really learned a lot from my own journey. And I was like, I got to help other people. I got to help my other endometriosis conquerors. Like, people are in pain every single day. And I'm being able to help myself, but then help other people, other clients get relief from the pelvic pain, get relief from the bloating, get relief from their energy. And so the lack of energy, free themselves of things that they don't even realize, blind spots that are keeping them stuck. And I don't like people being in pain. I didn't like being in pain. Being in pain almost cost me my life, with that debilitating pain that just kind of comes out of anywhere. And no, you can't necessarily go and have a cure for things that said not to have a cure, but there are things that you can do in your daily habits, in your rhythm, in your healing journey to really shift things to help you feel a little bit better. And so that was the whole reason why I created what I call my movement. It's called 4 Vibrations. You can up 4 Vibrations and check out the website. Got digital product. But everything that I do is rooted in mindset, mindful eating, and movement. And it's really all about your habits and your lifestyle, the things that we control. So it's not something that you need to go out and buy, that's a supplement or some type of products. It's pretty much your everyday choices. And my healing journey started with food, but I realized that it wasn't just a healing journey about self-care. It turned into a journey of self-love. And so when I started being more intentional about my decisions, look at that, y'all, about my decisions, I was just like, why would I keep eating this and it's causing this type of pain? Why would I keep using these products and it's leading to these types of issues in women? And so the more conversations I started to have with guests on my podcast, again, it's called the Empowered Plates, Empowered Lives podcast. You could check out the video version on YT, or you could check out the audio version on all podcast distribution platforms. If you're someone who has your own healing journey, you were doing things holistically, naturally, let me know if you want to share your journey. That's what it's all about, having empowering conversations to help other people consider ways that they can heal, because it's your healing, your journey. All right. What I do is for me. but everybody is different. Everybody's journey is different, but you deserve to start it, embrace it, and go on it. So if you're somebody who's ready, or even if you just want to be more aware of your habits, DM me, private message me. You're on YT, comment the word God, or you can check it out. It's already in the show notes. It's called the 15 Hidden Lifestyle Disruptors Fueling Your Pain and Energy that you may not know about. It's absolutely FREE. All right, because I just want you to be aware. 15 of them. All right, why they matter, what it looks like in your body, and a swap that you can do to try something different. Not just tell you about a problem and then not give you no insight on how to fix it or address it. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you comment the word God if you're on TT. If you're on YT, it's already in the show notes for you. Already in the show notes for you. And for those of you who want to take it a step further, you can take the quiz. Spot your triggered quiz. Like if you want to see which one out of all those 15 are your top 3, you can take the quiz. Quiz free too. Because I just want you to know. I just want you to know. And then when you're really ready and you know you're open to changing things, shifting things, feeling better, doing something differently, then you already say, come on, Healthy Habits and Lifestyle Coach Jovonnie. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about my top 3 disruptors. What can I do? This is what I'm willing to do. These are my top 3. Let's make these changes. Hold me accountable. Ooh, y'all. The top came off and it came just a little bit more. As you can see, we get a lot more juice from the pineapple. And that's something else I want to show y'all as I juice prep. I want you to be able to see how much juice you can get from your produce. So you choose wisely. So you don't have to go on people posts and comments and be like, juicing costs too much and it only make a little bit of juice. You got to choose the right produce. Okay? Choose the right produce. Choose the right combinations. And if you don't know those things and you want to shorten the curve, you can holler at me. I did a whole Reboot Juice certification program just to learn more about juicing when I realized it was such a good tool for me and was an accelerator to my journey and helping others as well. So I was just like, let's go for it. Let's go for it. The crazy thing is I wish they would have taught me this in school. So I have 2 degrees, one in health promotion, helping people, promoting healthier behaviors and lifestyles from Coastal Carolina University. And then I had a master's in health administration because I just didn't like how I was treated one time in the healthcare system. And so I was just like, I need to learn a little bit more about it, see what I can do to solve a problem that I saw myself experience. And that's what it's all about, really. You know what I mean? When you see things, you don't like the way you're treated, you want to solve a problem in hopes that it helps other people. And so I went and got my master's in health administration so I can learn the system a little bit better, or really figure out how I can stay out of the system if I know the system's not going to align and truly help me. And so I did that. And once I did all of that, then it took that 4-hour-long surgery for me to realize I was in a high state of inflammation, diagnosed with stage 4 endometriosis, adenomyosis, polycystic ovarian syndrome, fibroids, right before the pandemic. I was the last surgery, March 2020. And my surgeon thought it was going to take an hour. He didn't realize it was going to be so intense. And so, yeah, at that point, I was like, it's time to put all my education, all the things in place to help me. And when I helped me, then I was like, everybody else struggling. I started doing research and I started seeing people with endo black and so many of other Black women struggling with pain, being diagnosed with endometriosis, adenomyosis, polycystic ovarian syndrome, fibroids. Then I read a book, and the main character in the book, shout out to Danis L. Reed, Good Morning Beautiful, Cynthia had PCOS. I was like, what? There's books out here that's also talking about it. Yeah, it's been a whole journey. Do you hear me? A whole journey. And I don't want to just help myself. I want to help anybody that also wants to get out of the pelvic pain rut, that wants to get more energy and is willing to really take accountability and get an assessment of what lifestyles are they truly taking part in daily or regularly that could be causing them more of that pain than pleasure. All right. I want to help people move out of survival mode and get into thriving, because that's what we all deserve. That's what we all deserve. So if you're ready to move on out of a place where you want to really get into self-love, really take accountability over your mindset, how you're eating, how you're moving, just how you're showing up for you every single day. I'm here for you. Let me know when you're ready. Let me know when you're ready. It's all about healing naturally. All right, that's my vibe. I don't have a tea for you. Don't have a supplement for you. But I do have a plan and a passion to guide you and support you on your healing journey that's on your terms. You dig? That's what it's all about, y'all. I'm not even going to try it. I hope y'all know. I'm just going to trust the ancestors in making this. And we're going to keep it flowing. Y'all, that was another cameo from my brother. You want to say something to the people?
Hey, people. Hope y'all enjoying the live. My sister puts a lot of effort into this, and she really loves y'all. So thank y'all for tuning in. She really appreciates it.
Thanks, guys. That was from my brother. Unscripted. All right, here we go. Last batch juice prep, y'all. Again, remember this was 5 pounds of carrots, 1 5-pound bag of carrots, and 3 pineapples, and some ginger. Looks like we're about to get another 4-piece. Oh, we're going to see. Spencer, you can't get anything, baby. You can't get any carrots or fruit. You can't have raw carrots right now. Just rice and pumpkin. Rice and pumpkin. So y'all, Spencer's ringing the bell. He doesn't have to go out because he already went out. He's just asking for something from the kitchen. Shout out to my endometriosis conquerors, my adenomyosis thrivers, my PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, POSI, and my fibroid fighters that have an emotional support dog. You hear me? Emotional support dog, especially those, ones that have a golden doodle. I love my golden doodle, F2B Spencer. He does have an Instagram account, an IG account. I don't know if we locked out of his too. It's the Golden Life with Spencer. But he definitely helps with the accountability of movement and getting out for fresh air because he has to get those things. But it's something about taking care of and showing up for an animal that also shows up and cares for you as well. And so shout out to those of you with emotional support dogs. Okay? Because Spencer is my dog. Back it up, baby. Back it up. Thank you. All right, y'all. So we got 4. We got another 4. We got another 4. We got another 4, 28 ounces. Let me make sure. Yep, 20. Is it 28 or 24? Hold on. Let me see. Might be telling y'all the wrong thing. Look at it all the way up here at the top. I feel like it might be. Maybe it's not 28. Maybe it is 24. Let's check out another one. Y'all light up the screen. 24. It's 24 ounces, y'all. I don't think y'all can see it. It's 24 ounces. I love green grapes. Okay with the grapes. Okay with the grapes. Oh, that's another thing, y'all. Natural sugars, like that apple juice, be smacker lacking. It be hitting. Like even my students who are typically people who drink sugar in all of their drinks, like they love the apple lime ginger juice. They love the apple juice. They can taste that it's natural, but they like it. So get your kids off the artificial sugars and all the high sugary drinks. Help them thrive too. All right, help them thrive too. Help them go ahead and start adopting healthier habits. All right, so we got 4. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If it was just you, and you want the batch juice prep for a week, how much time did it take me? This one took a little longer because I had to cut the pineapple and chop up the carrots and the apples, split it in half and throw it in there. So it took a little longer. I'm gonna probably say maybe 25 minutes on the carrot apple ginger juice. But again, this could be your whole juice prep for the whole week. 20 minutes, 25 minutes juice prep for the whole week. And then for the last day, you could do a smoothie. You could do a smoothie. And you just do one juice a day. And some people, this is a lot of juice in one day. They would do half of this. All right, half of this. I think we saw it was 24. I think it was 24 ounces. Some people only do like 12 ounces of juice a day. They got the 12-ounce jar. So this is actually two servings in one. So it's up to you. It's your healing. It's your journey. It's your juice. It's your vibe. So I'm going to mind my mindful business, but y'all can get it in too. I just want you to know. All right, so this is the last one. We got one more pineapple. We just going to do pineapple and ginger. And that's it for us, y'all. Rinsing off this pineapple. Rinsing off this pineapple. Let me know, TT, y'all been a vibe over here. Y'all have been a vibe. We're going to do some just ginger and pineapple for some shots. Now, I could level this up just a little bit and add a little cayenne pepper to it. Because remember, getting over these cold symptoms. So this could be a little juice. My mom typically is the person who makes the shots. Go figure. She typically loves making the shots. She'll do like ginger and pineapple, turmeric, sometimes oranges. This one got a little one to it. And so she's usually the shot maker, and I'm more of the ginger maker, the batch juice prep maker. And she also, she's a green juice fan. My mom loves green juice. I am more of a mono juice fan, just one fruit, or maybe two combo. I like to make sure I'm budget friendly on mine. But I do like to get in some good green juices as well, a good combo, especially depending on the phases of the cycle. And I got a whole guide for that as well, digital product for that as well, in regards to the phases of the cycle and what your body is going through and what you need. Because as women, we always shifting and going through phases. You know what I'm saying? Y'all light up the screen if you feel me on that one, okay? Body's always going through different types of phases and shifts. All right. And so with the different phases of the cycle, I did some more research. Shout out to Dr. LJ. She was a guest on the podcast. Huge mentor in the space for me. And she was educating me in her group about the phases of the cycle and the different things. Because a lot of people be like, well, I can't lose the weight. What am I doing? And you can't do the same exercise or intentional movement every single day, every week when your body is going through different changes. And so I did more education once she was dropping that in her community. And I was just like, oh, this is too good. This is too good. I never knew about all these different phases and what your body needs, what your mindset looks like, what your stress activities could be, where your creativity needs to tap into, depending on the phases of the cycle. And so there's 4 different phases of the cycle. You got 4 weeks in a month. And so you should be doing things differently throughout the week to align with your body. Remember, you got to align with your body. Your body don't align with you. And so that's like a big thing for me that I learned throughout this journey. So I was like, So I have a guide for that too. Again, 4 Vibrations is the website, 4vibrations.com. You'll see that guide as well. Or you can just send me a private message or comment if you're on YT and let me know which guide you are looking for. I really want y'all to get the 15 though. I really want y'all to get the 15 though. If you're on YT, it's already in the show notes. All right. Already in the show notes. But I really want y'all to get these 15 because I want you to be aware. I want you to be aware of what's actually happening and going on in your body. Start adding in this extra ginger. We only did 1 pineapple. We're going to do a good bit of ginger. But I really want y'all to know what are these disruptors that you may not know of and how can you start addressing them? How can you start showing up differently in your life? To see if that will really help shift your pain levels, shift your energy, shift the bloating. Ooh, Spence. That's a lot of ginger. Maybe that should be enough. Or we shouldn't be scared. What y'all think? A little bit more ginger or leave it there? What y'all think? What y'all think? Light up the screen, TT. What y'all think? YT, what you think? A little bit more ginger or that's enough? A little bit more ginger or that's enough? Talk to me. Remember, this is supposed to be the shots. So it's supposed to be potent. Leave it there. Enough. All right. So if y'all are just joining us, we are wrapping up. We did 2 batch juice prep juices. We did a apple ginger juice. All right, just apples. I did 10 pounds of apples, 2 5-pound bags from Sam's, and then ginger. And what you can do too is something else that I didn't show y'all, but you can do it, and I'll probably do it, is you can actually take half of this or at least a quarter of this and add more water to it. So you can add coconut water or spring water, filtered water to it, and it'll also increase the yield for your apple juice. Like, you can definitely add water to your apple juice because it's sweet, it's good, but it can help you extend. So that's a little tip. And if you're somebody who batch juice preps, but you know you're not going to drink all of this, like maybe you only do half of this a day, then you can also make sure you leave, I say like 2 inches from the top, and put it in the freezer because it's going to expand. You don't want it to burst. So you can also freeze this. I got a little juice, a 5-day juice program type thing. I created that too. If that's something you want, you can DM me about that as well. And it also tells you how you can store your juice. But less juice in the jars. If you know you're not going to drink it in the next 3 days, 3-4 days max, you can freeze them. All right. So I just want to give you that tip. So this was juice 1. Juice 1, apples. Type apples in the comments. I need to see the apples in the comments because we did the apple ginger. Come on, comment it up. Let me see. Talk to me. I see a little bit in this. Shoot. All right, apples. I see you. Okay, apples. Then we did recipe number 2. 5 pounds of carrots, 3 pineapples, and ginger. All right, juice number 2. I feel like pineapples is the star of the show. Pineapples. Put pineapples for juice number 2 in the comments. Let me know if y'all here. Talk to me. Drop pineapples. Come on, drop pineapples. Drop pineapples. Do I see pineapples in the comment? Yeah, I do. Okay. And then there was a little wellness shot. And again, I might be adding in some cayenne pepper. Not sure. I will definitely probably add in a little turmeric because I didn't buy the turmeric root to go in here because I wasn't even sure what it was going to be. But here we go, y'all. This is just 1 pineapple and ginger. Comment the word shot. All right. Comment the word shot because this is going to be my wellness shot. A little bit more potent than taking the juice. Like to start the day off with a shot. Really like to start it off before I go and get my walking on. And then when I start the day and I get to my teacher desk, then I'll start with a jar of juice before I get into eating. But again, like I told y'all, I want to get my digestion, trying to address my gut because I've been eating a little crazy. Remember, it's about progress, not perfection. I don't know if you got a coach to tell you about that, but I'm going to be the one. It's about progress, not perfection. Okay? Progress, not perfection. You are on to mindfully eat. It is a journey, not a destination. Drop that in the comments. Journey. All right? Journey. Let me see it. Journey in the comments. Journey. All right, y'all. So we're going to make a jar just for that one. Let's see. Journey. Let me see if I see it. I see Journey in the comments. There we go. Really spicing it. And this one, we're not even going to filter it. We're just going straight with it. Damn, y'all, we got us a whole jar. Look at us. And that was just 1 pineapple. All right, 1 pineapple. And in this jar, people typically only do 12 ounces of juice. I do 24. I do a whole jar. So this could be 2 days worth of juice. So just letting you know how the yield go. How How the yield go? All right. So here we have it, y'all. We got 4 for the carrot. Make sure y'all can see it. We got 4 of the carrot. I wonder if I could, let's see. We got 4 of the apple, all 24-ounce jars. All 24-ounce jars. This will help bring it up. We started with apple, ginger. Then we went in with the carrot. Let's go here. And we went in with the carrot. Make sure y'all can see it. 4 in each. And then we got our shots. All right. Just pineapple and ginger. And I'm probably going to add some cayenne to the shots. But I know for a fact I'm probably going to sprinkle in some turmeric powder because that also helps with inflammation as well, y'all. It's your Healthy Habits and Lifestyle Coach Jovonnie, host of the Empowered Plates, Empowered Lives podcast. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast if you like to hear about different healing journeys, different conversations, naturally healing. That's what we're talking about, y'all. It took a 4-hour-long surgery for me to realize that my pain was not random. Do you hear me? My pain was not random. My body was in deep inflammation. And so now I'm helping other women heal naturally with simple lifestyle shifts. And this right here is just one of my favorite tools. I love juicing. It's a wellness tool that I absolutely love, but it ain't all about the juice, baby. It's about the lifestyle and the habits. Make sure you get in. Send me a message if you want the guide. If you're on YT, it's already in the show notes for you, waiting for you just to click and get. Click and get. Click and get. All right. If you're on TT, send me a message, a private message, and I will drop the guide, or even the link to the quiz so you can identify what your triggers are. Spot your own triggers in your lifestyle. Remember, it's not about an anti-inflammatory diet. It's about an anti-inflammatory lifestyle. All right? Healing is a lifestyle, baby. Thanks for vibing with me, y'all. Light up the screen one time, y'all. Oh, we almost at 10K. Light it up for me, y'all, real quick. Light it up, TT. YT. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an episode, a juice prep live stream, an interview on the streets. You just never know. It's all about the wellness journey. Facebook, make sure you slide over to subscribe to the YT.